Herzlich willkommen bei Nerdsetter und es heißt ein letztes Mal Live-Reaction zur E3, heute mit Nintendo, meinem großen Highlight. Wir sehen hier im Hintergrund auch schon Epona mit einem wahrscheinlich weiblichen Link-Charakter, wie auch immer. Ja, jeden Moment geht's los. Was haben wir für Erwartungen? Was kommt auf uns zu? Vermutlich Zelda, sicher. Pokémon, sicher. Wird Nintendo uns was von der neuen Konsole zeigen? Im Vorfeld haben sie ja immer dementiert, dass nichts kommen wird. Könnte natürlich sein, dass sie vielleicht dennoch wenigstens ein Bild von der Konsole, vielleicht sogar vom Controller zeigen. Dass sie jetzt viel Technisches preisgeben, wage ich natürlich stark zu bezweifeln. Nintendo kann natürlich noch einige Überraschungen raushauen, vor allem mit den mobilen Konsolen, also dem Nintendo 3DS. Ja, jeden Moment geht's los und bei mir kribbelt schon alles. Und es geht los!
Hi, this is Reggie from Nintendo. Before we begin, we want to extend our condolences to all the victims of the two tragic events in Orlando. Our thoughts are with their families and their communities. And this includes Christina Grimmie, who was killed in the earlier incident and was scheduled to visit us here at our E3 booth this week. At Nintendo, we try to make our fans smile. But this week at E3, we'll also be shedding a few tears. Please join me in a moment of silence.
Also eine Schweigeminute zum Gedenken der Opfer in Orlando. Aber es geht los.
If you've been a fan of Nintendo over the years, you'll know that the Nintendo experience is different at every E3. We always look for the best way to introduce our most important content. And this year is no different. And that's why we're coming to you directly from our show booth on the set of Nintendo Treehouse Live. On the other side of the wall behind me, the finishing touches are being made before we open it up to thousands of industry insiders in just a couple of hours. That space will immerse visitors in the world of a single game, the newest entry in the Legend of Zelda franchise.
Woo!
What's in store is an entirely new format for a Zelda game. 3 decades ago, the first Zelda game changed the way millions of people thought about video games. And this week, you'll discover a game that could change that thinking again.
Oh my
God!
God!
Here's the first look at what awaits.
Ja!
Open your eyes.
Oh, Gänsehaut. Oh. Woohoo! Scheiße, ja.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Hell yeah! Uncharted! What the fuck? Steve ist begeistert. Oh, fuck, ich auch. Name? Woo! Breath of the Wild.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild introduces you to a Hyrule that is truly seamless, where simply moving from one place to another begins to create what may be the adventure of a lifetime. And not only is this new world vast, but it feels alive. It teems with adventure. Throughout Link's quest, Hyrule will be a resource, an ally, an enemy, and always a place for discovery and wonder. This is easily one of the biggest experiences ever created by Nintendo. And today, you're going to get a close-up look.
Gist in my
The
pants.
game we're highlighting at E3, a wide-ranging plateau, may seem huge. In fact, no one here this week will be able to explore all of it. But even then, that plateau is only a tiny fraction of the full game map. We'll be devoting almost this full first day of Nintendo Treehouse Live coverage to just this one environment. Then, in the future, you'll learn more about the story, the characters, and the ways in which the boundaries of all previous Zelda titles are being broken. But in the end, full understanding and full immersion will only come when you experience it for yourself. I'm going to show you the biggest new adventure coming up for Nintendo 3DS. As you've heard, there are two new core Pokemon titles on the
Pokemon!
on November 18th. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. As always, you'll pick which new starter Pokemon to partner with. But which one to choose? Exactly what kind of battling awaits you? And what does the new Alola region have in store for players? Well, we figured there was no one better equipped to answer those questions than the two key developers of the game itself, producer Junichi Matsuda and director Shigeru Omori of Game Freak. So before we devote the rest of the day to The Legend of Zelda, I'm going to turn it over to the Treehouse team along with Mr. Matsuda and Mr. Omori to show you what it's like to start as a Pokemon trainer in the first ever live gameplay demonstration of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So let's jump in.
Folks, everything you see here might not be exactly what you're
So, wir sehen jetzt noch ein bisschen Gameplay vom neuen Pokémon Sun and Moon.
そうですね、こんな早い段階で実はライブでも行うのは初めてで、どんなポケモンが出るかっていうのをちょっと世界今からリリータウンというところでお祭りが開催されるのでそこに向かうところです。So at this point in the game, it's a little bit slightly into it, but it's the player actually had just moved to the Alola region the other day, and one day previous to where we are in the game, he actually received his first partner Pokemon for his adventure. And right now we're actually on the way to a neighboring town where there's a festival.
And I think here we're talking about earlier. Oh, you're jumping into the long grass.
誰がどんなポケモンが出ますかね。ああ、そう。
Kein neues Pokémon.
レディバーです。レディバーや、アロナ地方には他の地方のポケモンも出てきます。So as you can see in the Alola region, obviously it's not just new. You can do it.
So, just to bring up real quickly for folks who maybe haven't played a Pokemon game before, battling Pokemon is really at the core of what the series is all about. You're going out into the world with your Pokemon, battling. Oh, this is the most stressful moment. Nice. Okay, so you're able to catch this Pokemon. But it's a really interesting game if you're interested in battle and strategy and in collecting all these really interesting Pokemon that you meet. And Pokemon leveled up. Good job. And it was nice there too seeing how the level up change.
ちょっとあれですね、レベルアップの演出もちょっと変わりましたね。そうですね。
Oh, and this is actually something that we should talk about as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you're seeing on the upper screen?
これ今ちょっと図鑑に登録されてるんですけど、これちょっと違う感じがありますね。そうですね。今回図鑑の遊びとして、埋めたくなるっていう要素をすごくかき立てるようにしました。で、白いモンスターボールなんですけども、実はあそこが空きスペースになっていて、例えばその捕まえたポケモンの進化後か、それとももしかしたらペアとなるポケモンが出てくるかもしれないっていう風に演出しています。いろいろこうどんなポケモンがいるんだろうって考えながら育てたり捕まえたりしてほしいなと思います。
So one of the things we wanted to do with the Pokedex this time was really encourage players to, again, really want to catch them all, really fill up the Pokedex. And one way we've done that, as you can see, there's the ladybug who's got registered, but next to it is a white Pokeball icon. What that does, that indicates there's an empty space, which means that either has evolution or maybe there's another Pokemon out there that kind of forms a pair with it. So that'll kind of encourage players to really want to fill up that empty space, go out and search and, catch all different types of Pokemon and kind of complete their Pokedex.
Yes, especially exciting, I think, when you find one that has lots of white Pokeballs and you're just like, oh, okay.
そうね、一匹
We got a lot of work to do.
白いモンスターボールがあるとやっぱこう捕まえたくてそうですね。次は次は
What we got? Oh, nice.
Neues Pokémon!
これは新ポケモンですね。
ヤングースというポケモンです。いつもお腹を空かしていて、お腹が減ってくると怒りっぽくなっちゃうっていうポケモンらしいですね。
So as you can see, this is the new Pokemon called Young Goose. It's always hungry, so it's always getting hungry, and then so it's looking for food. But whenever it's hungry, it also gets very aggressive.
I love its face. It's so cute.
I like monkeys.
I feel like a bad though. I feel like we'll just throw it in a bag of chips or something and it'd be like, oh, cute. Oh, so hungry.
いい感じですね。
Getting close there.
もう捕まる。
You're probably able to catch this one.
Run away.
Good luck.
That's 2 down. 2匹ですね。
Yeah, this is always like the most stressful seconds in any Pokemon player's life. Just the, nice. And actually, this will give us a chance to maybe take a look at the Pokedex. We've got a new Pokemon to check out.
Wild. Before we jump right
So,
into things, though,
Nintendo geht weiter. Wir sind gespannt, was die uns zu bieten haben.
ゼルダのね、当たり前を見直すって言って作ってきたこの、ブレスオブザワイルド。いっぱい話したいことあるんですけど、もうトレーラーも見ていただいたし、多分皆さんは早く見たいと思ってると思うんですね。なのでもうゲーム始めたいと思うんですよ。
So I created this game thinking about breaking the conventions of Zelda, and I know that a lot of fans have seen the trailer and they probably want us to jump right in. So why don't we get started?
Let's do it. We're going to be showing a lot of The Legend of Zelda today, starting right here. We're going to show you what you can do, and we're going to introduce you to this amazing world, but we're going to try not to spoil anything, so feel free to tune in for as long as you like.
Oh Gott, es geht los!
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
This is a very mysterious place out in Amazon.
ちょっと神秘的な場所ですけれども。
そうですね。ゼルダの当たり前を見直すって言いながら、いつもと同じような目覚めるシーンが始まってます。
talked about breaking the convention of Zelda, but Link does start by waking up.
And keep that rooted in the tradition.
伝統を守るという感じでいいんじゃないでしょうか。
ただまあ本当にミステリアスなね場所で不思議な感じですね。
This really is a mysterious place. Kind of very
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Here we see the introduction of a very mysterious item.
神秘的なアイテムが出てきました。
ねゼルダって今まで剣と魔法のねその世界だったんですけど、僕はそんな何か新しいテクノロジーのような感じですね。
So in the past series, we've used swords and magic, but this time around, we introduced technology.
Hey, komm schnell!
I know a
Geht
lot
grad
of
los.
players will be so excited to see how that plays out.
Also
in
es
this
wurde
game.
schon was gezeigt von Zelda, aber jetzt zeigen sie Gameplay.
A great new wrinkle to add to the Zelda franchise.
星がストーンがどんな感じでゲームで使われるのかという感じで期待すると思います。
やっぱり宝箱が出ると。
And he's going to start by opening the treasure box.
宝箱から出てきたなんですね。
These are clothing items that he can wear.
リンク今まで裸同然でしたから。
Link was pretty much naked.
でこれ裸でもできる。
So you can actually play this nude too if you want.
Not quite my style.
僕のスタイルではないので遠慮しておきます。
はい、OK です。
That would also make you very vulnerable to enemies, just so you know.
で、敵にもちょっとそれで防御力が下がってしまう。
That will show you the way.
And so we see here one of the functionalities of the Sheikah slaves activating
これがシーカストーン
this pedestal
機能。
and opening this door here.
Yeah, come on, come.
So it starts.
Der hat voll die Hoden. Der hat voll die Hoden.
Our light. And not turn upon high wall once again. Now go.
Der eingesperrt irgendwie unterirdisch im Tempel, oder?
モダンでジャンプですね。
So as you can see on the screen,
Yeah, they
it
can
says
fall
jump.
clap
Now
on-
Link can jump for the first
この
time.
ジャンプはああやって壁を登るためなんですね。
And the jump is for him to climb up the wall.
Oh, scheiße, sieht das geil aus.
Hä? Wo spielt das?
In Deutschland wahrscheinlich.
Now we see the subtitle on screen. Perhaps this would be a good time for Anonymous on.
Achso, das ist der Titel. Der ist jetzt auch bekannt. Breath of the Wind.
Wind. Kannst du lesen?
Wild
noch?
meine ich.
ゼルダってね、今までああいう
Das ist voll schön im
キャラクター名がサ
Blümchen.
ブタイトルのことが多かったんですけど、今回はね、この世界そのものの名前です。
So in
Das ist mein
previous
Lieblingsgenre.
titles, we use character names and
Das
item
ist
names as subtitles, but this time around we wanted to
初めこのプレイこのゲームをプレイして初めてプレイした時にとりあえずもうなんか木を
Ja!
したり
Ja, die sind so geil!
することに集中してました。
I've always been a big fan of the Korans.
Welchen Spiel sind die?
この子たちはこの世界に至るところにこう隠れてる。
So these guys are actually hiding everywhere in the world.
What do we have there? Anonymous on that. Looks like I've already come across the Master Sword.
Maybe you found it.
使ってしまったか。
Did you get it already? Did you find it?
Oh.
残念でした。
No.
Sorry.
こんなところにね、そんな重要なものが置いてあるわけないです。
There's no way I'm going to play something that important here.
That would be the ultimate in breaking the Zelda convention.
それはなんかゼルダの当たり前を見直すっていうのが
Now I do need a shield, so I think I'm gonna run up this way. As you can see, the world is open to me. I can go any direction that I want. But I'm gonna run up here to the grass. I have a sword, so perhaps I should cut some grass. But nothing's coming out.
何も出てきません。
もうリンクはダメージ受けたらどうやって回復するかって話ですよね。
So I guess we want to know how Link can get light after getting the damage. So let's try fighting some of these enemies.
So we're still done with our help camp here. Well, I'm gonna dispatch them with some extreme prejudice here. There we go. It's not much of a shield, but I've got a pot lid. Uh-oh. Oh, he's taunting me. Oh no, I'm gonna need some help here in a bit. No. And the sword broke. Uh-oh.
Oh, your shield broke.
Oh, I stole his spear.
今回ね、リンクが持ってる武器を使ってるうちに壊れちゃうんですよ。
So for the titles, the weapons that Link have actually will break as he uses them.
で今ビルも敵からこうやって武器を奪いましたけど、こうやってねどんどん強い敵倒して強い武器を手に入れるそういうサイクルのものです。
So the cycle of this game is that you go into a battle with enemies and you take their weapons, and then so you can use them as your own.
So perhaps we'll head down and check out some of these ruins.
ビルハートなくなっちゃったじゃない。
Oh, yeah.
Your heart's getting a little lower still.
ハートをどうやったら回復できるかというと、そのキノコを取ってましょう。その下にハートのマークが見えますよね。
So you can see that little heart icon on the
これはハートが半分
Das ist zeitlich immer schwer einzuschätzen.
and then it shows that you can get half of the heart back if you eat it.
今回はね、草を切ってハートで回復するんじゃなくて、リンクは物を食べて回復します。
So this time around, you're not going to find any hearts in the grass, but you're going to be eating these food items, and you can get your stamina back up.
That way to replenish your health. I love that notion of really having to take advantage of the resources in the world with grabbing the weapons we were talking about. You're getting those from enemies. You're finding them in certain places and then using the food as this resource to keep your health up. It's also really interesting. It's a lot of fun.
周りにある武器だ敵の武器だったり食べ物だったりそうやってリソースを駆使して進めていくっていうゲームスタイルがすごく
Das ist wie bei Diablo, dass die Sachen...
So, jetzt wird uns noch wahrscheinlich einige Zeit lang einiges Rumgeklettere, Rumgelaufe vom Zelda-Spiel gezeigt. Storymäßig haben sie ja gesagt, da werden sie überhaupt nicht spoilern. Merkt man auch, die laufen einfach nur rum, zeigen die schöne Welt, die gigantisch groß wirkt. Von der Map her auch. Wir können davon ausgehen, dass sie auch mindestens genauso groß ist. Wobei sie ja gesagt haben, dass die noch deutlich größer ist, wie das, was man heute sieht. Von dem her sind wir gespannt auf März 2017. Genaues Release-Datum gibt es nicht. Wie angekündigt von der neuen Konsole zeigt man absolut rein gar nichts. Man spricht auch nicht davon. Da ich jetzt nicht das komplette Spiel und die komplette Map schon auswendig kennen will, verabschiede ich mich an dem Punkt. Und Nintendo hat nur Zelda und Pokémon gezeigt, was für Nintendo auch reicht. Das war es auch mit der ganzen Berichterstattung von der E3 dieses Jahr für mich. Viele Sachen, die ich interessant fand, die ich vorher nicht so kannte. Viele Sachen, die ich erwartet hatte, die dann gar nicht erschienen sind. Und Zelda bricht alle Erwartungen mal wieder. Ciao!